Yeah, really, really interesting story. I made that song 4 years ago. It was just a beat, and I gave
I
Diplo
love
like,
that sample. The loop, the vocal loop that you have in there is
yeah,
so cool.
it's so funky, man. And that's, that still comes from that whole analog grit vibe that I like to put into music. Just gives it soul, like to me, that's like what a lot of music is missing right now. That's just my opinion. But I feel like a lot of stuff is losing soul. Not all of it, but a lot of synthesized music, you're hearing a lot of sample packs, you're hearing a lot of presets. It just gets lost
Right.
somewhere in there. I mean, there's such thing as overproduction. It's like just the clarity's too good. It's just not even sound like a real song. It
Right.
sounds like a spaceship. It's like it's just something like you got to put that back in there, man, because it's got to have some longevity.
What
It's
is
got
that
to live
sample
forever.
from?
That was from Charles Wright, which was an old 45-inch record. It just had the first couple of, like, the first 30 seconds just had these ad libs of like, ooh,
Oh, it's
and
so
I was
good.
just like, oh man, this is
So
great.
how
Like
did
this.
that work? So you contact her, your manager contacts her, she
So
contacts you. You
so
obviously were
back
hanging out with her while Diplo's in the back of the van some
no
years ago.
no didn't even, no one knew anything about that back then. They didn't even know I was producing music.
Oh, wow.
Uh, the 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 beat I originally gave Diplo about 4 or 5 years ago, and he held on to it. I usually think, because the amount of music he gets, it's like I'm sure he trashed a lot of stuff. No, he held on to that. He gave it to M.I.A, his ex-girlfriend. It was the weirdest, I don't know, triangle ever. And she hits me up and she's like, hey, like this was, last year. And she was like, recently though. And she was like, Diplo gave me a beat. I really like it. I'm writing to it right now. And I was just like, man, this is weird.
Did you pinch yourself? Stuff
I
like
had
that would
to.
just, I can't even imagine, like, and there's a lot of people watching that are like, so M.I.A calls you and goes, hey, I heard your beat that Diplo just gave me. I
Yeah.
really like it, and I'm writing to it right now. That's just like, that's incredible, man.
It was crazy to get like Diplo's ex hitting me
So
up.
you hang
Like,
up the phone and you're like, whoa.
yeah, I was like, what just happened? Crazy. Yeah, that was cool, man. And she told me, she was like, I heard he gave me a bunch of other beats from some other producers and yada yada, because he's got, a lot of great talent in his camp. But she said this song I just couldn't walk away from.